Yes, 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 yes. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. We're going live. Live on Facebook. Live on YouTube. Live on Instagram. Come on in. Come on in. We're going to talk a little bit about love. Seems that that's a subject that a lot of folks are really interested in. What about you? How's your love life? How you feel about love? What does love mean to you? In fact, what does love have to do with anything? What's the song? What's love got to do with it? Love has everything to do with it. So we're going to get into this a little bit. I'm going to just talk a little bit and tap into some of the things that are coming through right now. Earlier today, I was preparing for our class, The Body Never Lies Addendum, which we're doing tomorrow, which is February 15th at 11 a.m. So for those of you who would like to be a part of the class, you can go to the bio or go to our link tree and sign up for the class, or you can go to elevationtime.com. That's elevationtime.com. But yeah, this is a deep time. It's a deep time to tap in. How many of you are feeling the time that we're in? How many of you are attracting the highest love, creating the highest love, being in the place of true, authentic love? How many of you really feel love? Not think you feel love, not think you're in love, but how many are actually feeling love and being loved and being loving? How many of you? Who out there really knows what love is? Do you really know? Do you really know what time it is? Are you waiting for love? Are you waiting for somebody to love you, to agree to the love that you feel? Are you feeling the love in yourself first, or are you waiting for somebody else to feel the love and tell you that they love you? And for you, is love a noun, a naming word, or is it an action word? See, today they call this Valentine's Day. So people all across the nation are buying things. Flowers, hearts, candies, toys, dinners to say, I love you. I remember one year, many years ago, I had been dating this sister for a couple months, and we had talked about love and intimacy and all kinds of beautiful things. But see, I met her probably around November. And here comes February. So I'm excited because this is probably the day where it's going to happen. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I went to the store and I bought flowers. roses, red roses, white roses. And I also bought some candy. I picked the best candy they had. And I arrived at the sister's house, knocked at the door. She comes to the door, and I say, Happy Valentine's Day. And she comes to the door, and I hand her the flowers and the candy. And she looks at the candy, and she said, What's this? I said, That's, Valentine's candy. She says, I don't like this kind of candy. Well, what kind of candy do you like? Well, this is blah, 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 and I like this other candy. And if you really love me, you would have brought me the candies that I desire. I'm like, well, I don't know what candy you desire. We weren't together last year. You have never mentioned the kind of candy that you desire, that you desire. But she was like adamant and angry and upset because I didn't bring her the candy that she desires. And if I really loved her, then I would know what she desires. I would know what she thinks. I'd be able to mind read and mind meld into her and know what she thinks. She's angry. I decided this is it. I got to walk away. I mean, we either shouldn't be eating this processed sugar and all this stuff anyway. But I could just see that she had such an attitude because I wasn't bringing her what she desired, what she loved. How did I know what she loved? How do I know now what love means to her? Do you really know what love means to somebody else? Is love a contract? Do they say, I love you if? That's a contract. I love you when. I only love you until. Is it an agreement? Is it transactional love? Can you truly control love? Think about it. If it's truly love, it's automatic. You can't control it. It's like the weather. It's happening. It's just on. Or it's off. See, a lot of folks, it's not love. A lot of folks, it's like a lot. I like you a lot. That's different than love. Love is magnetic. Love is connected. Love is peace and harmony and a beautiful song and a beautiful rhythm. Why is it based on a box of candies or some cut flowers? And why is it that today, February 14th, is known as the Day of Love? Valentine's Day. What is Valentine's Day about? Who is Saint Valentine's? Have you looked that up? Have you really looked at the history of this? The symbols of it actually are pretty cool if you understand the symbol of love. But do we have to wait till the symbols to the holiday is given to us to really resonate love? Do you feel it in your body? See, that's kinesiology, feeling it. Do you feel it? Or are you waiting to hear it? Or you waiting for somebody to give you flowers and candies and give you the right candy and give you the gifts that you feel is going to show that this is love? When did it become about business? That's transactional love. Is that what it's about for you? Transactional love? Or is it about something you feel in your body, in your gut? It's visceral. It's automatic. And is it true that you can only love one? You can only love one person. Love only comes with one person. It's like your soulmate. Once you break up with your soulmate, I guess you don't get it anymore because you got one soulmate. So that was it. That's it. No more soulmates. Where does this come from? Where does this mindset come from? Where does this programming come from? Huh? Are we lovers or are we not? Are you waiting to fall in love, or are you being loved? Do you love yourself so much that you become magnetic, that your reticular activating system magnetically begins to draw in more of what you already are? Are you evenly yoked with yourself? Do you have the beauty and the peace and the harmony in yourself? Or are you waiting for that to arrive? Are you waiting for somebody to give you something and tell you something and show you something and dance around and take you shopping and feed you some food that may not even be healthy to show that they are in love with you? Or you, the creator of love? Do you vibrate and emit love? Are you like the lighthouse, always blinking your light, always resonating, always sending out and being illuminated with love? Are you? Or are you waiting to exhale? I'm waiting to find the knight in the shining armor. I'm waiting to find the princess, from the castle. Have you asked the people that you might be involved with love what love really means to them? Maybe today is the day to talk about that. Are you attracting what you love or what you've learned to like because of programming, because of the social media, of television? Because if you're not careful, these systems and these programs will tell you what to think, how to feel, how to react. It's a program. Or you just down with somebody because they show you a lot of attention. We talked a lot. We talked all night long for 3 days straight. Now I think that's it. Or is it a thing that your heart is buried so deep? You've been through so much trauma and so much pain that your internal security guard, your own internal devil, begins to see problems. So you run and you run and you run. Running away to get away. Ha, 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 ha. You're wearing out your shoes. Sly and the Family Stone, running away. Are you running from yourself and expecting somebody else to show you and treat you with love? Do you want them to tell you first? You don't want to say it first. You want them to say it first. Then you'll respond. Or are you able to be there and be whole in yourself? Or are you unable to tap into that part of yourself because of whatever you've been through? And do you feel that the history is going to repeat itself and the things of the past are going to revisit? Because it's mental parasites a lot of people got. They're in the mindset. Their mind is set. Love. What is it? See, there's a feeling that happens inside each person, in their gut, in their body, in their viscera, when something is in alignment with you. Because we're tapped into the universal field, the unified field. We're tapped into universal consciousness, the Akasha, which knows everything and which also has in it the vibration and the frequencies of all things and knows what's best for you. Do you know what's best for you? Or are you choosing based on a whole set of principles that's been programmed in your cranial brain over and over and over? Because what programs your subconscious is the repetition of pleasure or pain. And for a lot of folks, they got those two mixed up. Maybe today is the day to look at that, to tap into that. Have you looked at this thing about Valentine's and Cupid? Do you know about Cupid? Cupid, according to the myth, carries two kinds of arrows. Golden arrows cause love deep cause deep love and attraction upon striking a person. Golden arrows that Cupid shoots into the heart cause deep love and attraction upon striking a person. Do you know about that? And do you also know about the myth that Cupid also has lead arrows? He has 2 arrows. He's a martial artist. He's an archer. Lead arrows cause aversion or indifference to love. Did you know that Cupid had 2 arrows? There's a whole metaphysical story. This is an analogy, whether they lived or not. Which arrow strikes your heart? See, because you could be with somebody who the arrow that strikes their heart is the arrow of aversion or indifference to love. They don't necessarily feel it. They're indifferent. Now, they might be, we may have intimate nights and all that, but they are not able to tap into love. They have an aversion or indifference to actual love. But if you force them, they'll say, I love you over and over and over. A lot of people told me they loved him, and they said, well, Dr. B, the reason why I said it is because you kept telling me to say it, so I said it. I'm like, wow. The golden arrow of Cupid causes deep love and attraction upon striking a person. Why is it gold and lead? Because this is about alchemy. This is about alchemy. Turning lead into gold, or turning gold into lead. You can do it the other way too if you're really good. And if you can get the gold heart and the lead heart to meet in the middle and become aligned, which is possible, then you got something. But sometimes you meet somebody and they have the golden arrow in their heart. They have the golden heart. But first, what kind of heart do you have? How does your heart beat? Cupid is Eros. Do you know about Eros? Look up Eros. In Greek mythology and Amor in Roman mythology. Amor. Cupid is the god of love and desire. He is often depicted as a mischievous winged child carrying a bow and arrows. Eros. Some folks are not willing to let a golden arrow strike their heart because they've been hurt before. And they don't want to feel that broken-hearted feeling anymore. When actually, to know true love, it actually comes with its opposite. Everything is connected to its opposite. Well, everything is connected to the opposite. Huh? Do you know that? So people who have been hurt, who have gone through that and allowed that pain to heal, become some of the greatest lovers. Because there's always going to be the other side. There's always a storm. You can't have up without down. You can't have good without bad. But to truly live and to have a full experience, you'll accept it all. And if you're still angry about those people that quote unquote hurt you, you allowed yourself to be hurt by that person. Maybe by not communicating very well. By not asking the proper questions. The course that we are doing and having and offering, called The Body Never Lies, has to do with kinesiology and feeling. It has to do with making the proper choice based on the universal vibration. You can tap in if you understand how to use personal kinesiology. You can get a yes or a no about anything to see if it is in alignment with you, the original you, not the programmed you, not the oppressed you, not the depressed you, and not the repressed you and the processed you. The original real you is still at the core, ready for you to tap in. How many of you are ready to tap into the real you? How many of you are going to be your own Cupid and let the arrow pierce your own heart? But you got to be open, got to be open, got to be open, got to be open, got to be open. Love. What is it for you? Is it something you wait on? Is it something that you hear over and over and over, and now you know it's real because they said it 132 times? Or some of you wait till it's 144 times. They said they love me 144 times. It must be love. For a lot of folks, it's just words. It's transactional. Sounds good. You expect me to say it, so I'm going to say it. I love you. I love you too. I love you forever. I love you forever. Till death does us part. Till death does us part. Or until the relationship dies on the cross. Roads of life. So this class that we're doing, that we're offering tomorrow, The Body Never Lies, has to do with using the art of kinesiology to get a real firm yes or no based on your alignment and who you are and what's in your heart, what's in your gut, what are you feeling. It's also called muscle testing. You can choose relationships. You can choose, it's folks use this in the gambling casino. That's how some folks win, because they can feel it. Because everything is about to happen. Anything could happen at any moment. Everything is happening all at once. But some things are on the event horizon. They haven't popped up yet. They're just beginning to show in the energy. You can feel it. But can you feel it enough to tap it into your gut? Or has your gut been full of so many toxins? And has your lungs been full of so much talk and so much bad breath that you have talked yourself into hell? And you live there. And you attract more hell because you attract what you are. You attract what you are. So as you say that I'm in this relationship and oh boy, it's not that good, and he treats me like this, she treats me like that, and blah, 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 blah. You attracted that. And you'll stay in it until you're ready to get out of it. But love happens right now. There's an old saying, love the one you're with. Be open, even if it's only one night, one day, 1 week, 1 year. If you're not open and you're reflecting and you're deflecting and you're dissecting, you're using division versus multiplication, then you're going to create more love. If you would really like to know how to use the art of personal kinesiology to get a yes or no about anything to do with finances, to do with love, to do with peace, to do with choosing whether you should take a course, whether you should be with a person or trust the situation or even trust yourself, because most people don't trust themselves to have a proper yes or a no, and they have to ask somebody else. How many times do you need to ask somebody else if you should go out on this date, if you think that person is fine? How many times do you need to ask somebody else if you should go to a meeting, if you should be a vegan or a vegetarian, if you should choose this religion or that religion, or whether you should read this book? How often are you asking other people who may not have any expertise in the thing you're asking about whether you should do something, and you're making your choice based on other people, and other people are in their own unique divine vibration, and you're in your own unique vibration and your own divinity? When you tap into the divinity code, which is in every single person, every single moment, your heart is beating a certain way. Nobody's heart beats like yours. Nobody's blood blood circulates like yours. Nobody's spirituality is the same as yours. Nobody's taste buds is the same as yours. So how are you going to ask somebody else outside yourself what's best for you? It's only when you lost and turned out and confused because of oppression, depression, suppression, corruption. Are you online? Are we bringing it home? You ready to give yourself flowers? You ready to be your own arrows, your own Cupid? Take yourself to dinner sometimes. We're not saying we're against the holiday. We're saying that you need to tap into the real, true holiday that's happening every day, because love is happening every day if it's real. But so isn't its opposite. Every day, every time your heart beats, every time you smile or frown, it's attracting something. Or you just faking it so that somebody can pay your bills or pay you attention, or somebody can tell you you're beautiful. That's all some folks want to hear. Oh, you're fine. Oh, you're beautiful. They just need that input. And you call it love when it might just be like a lot. We're offering a course, y'all. Something like we've never offered before. I use this technique to choose herbs, to make business choices, friendships. We use kinesiology. It's muscle testing. It's a gut feeling. You can tap right into it. Everybody has the power to do it, and we're going to teach it, and it's easy. So tomorrow, February 15th, at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to cover a piece of the class, because the class is a course. It's a course, actually, that we already have at elevationtime.com, elevationtime.com. There's a 3-part course, and this is an addendum to the course. This part is going to be about the language of choosing, using the language that attracts your true desires, how to form a proper, right, statement to get a true, actual answer for you, based on you and your unique fingerprint, your unique design, your unique essence. Everybody's different. No one is having the same experience as you. The world is not the earth, y'all. The world is not the earth. That's your world. That's how you're programmed. That's what you see. That's your perspective. The world's going crazy. That's your world going crazy. Oh, it's almost the end of the world. It's the end of your world because you spoke it and your cells begin to die. Some folks are having the best time of their life right now. What about you? Or are you waiting to be saved? Waiting to be loved? Waiting to get lucky? Waiting to choose? Waiting to exhale? Waiting to breathe? Waiting to ask? When the real God power is inside of each of us. And it's totally unique. How about being able to tap into that? To know what is a true yes or a no about anything. To be able to ask your subconscious if it is a yes or a no about something you're about to choose. I know for me, this is a tool there's no tool like this. I've never seen anything like this before. I've never used anything that's so exact. Once you learn the technique. So tomorrow, which is February the 15th, 2025, at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're doing the class, The Body Never Lies, the addendum. This is the extra piece. This is the icing on the cake. So for those of you who haven't taken the first few classes, that's okay. This will give you enough. Some folks only need this one piece to create their whole pie. Pi is a special number, y'all. It don't end. Your piece of the pie, your piece of the foreverness. Are you ready? Are you willing? Are you able to tap into the love vibration, to tap into your heartbeat? Because that's what it is. You're attracting what you focus on the most. You're attracting what you speak on the most. You're attracting what you think the most. We are very attractive. You ain't got to look fine. You got to be refined. You've got to be the what? The magnet that is magnetizing everything you desire. And you just can't wait and pray on things and beg on things. You got to be grateful in advance. But you also have to get a yes or a no from your body, from your original self, from your soul. It will give you a yes or a no. Some of y'all know you're going on a date or you've been on a date and you knew that from the first date, the first talk, you felt something was off or something was on. If you go with your gut, you'll be right on time. If you go with what you truly feel, not your thinkings of what you feel, not what other people told you to feel, you'll be right on time. Are y'all ready to be right on time? Never mind what they said about 2025 and all that. It's a completion year. Are you ready to complete yourself? It's a 9 vibration. 2025 is a 9. And you're being tested. We're all being tested. They got all kinds of stuff going on to create mass distraction. And some folks have been caught and they got a virus of the mind, a virus of the thinking factors. You want to cut through that? Like butter, I'm telling you, it's time, 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 time. Tick tock, tick tock. It's your time. Don't be like the mouse that runs up the clock. When the clock strikes 12, the mouse runs down. Hickory dickory dock. What are they talking about? The time that was created for you. You got to break time and start to emit, take time and turn it backwards so you can glow. Once you know how, and you know when to know how and how to know when, using the sacred geometry, using this sacred tool, personal kinesiology. Thank you very much for your moments, your time, and your breathing. Much love to you all. If you're going to make love tonight, make love out of the things that are not love. And make love every day. Be connected to yourself. Choose the golden arrow or the lead. And be ready to do the transmutation to create what you truly desire. Based on an alignment, a quantum alignment, a spiritual alignment, a cosmic alignment that's already in you. We'll see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to elevationtime.com, elevationtime.com if you'd like to sign up, or go to the bio, the link tree, tap in to the gold mine, the golden heart within each of us. Much love. I'll see y'all tomorrow. It's time to rise. It's time to fly. It's time to be. But you got to get rid of the luggage. Most of it is not yours. But you've been carrying it. It's time to throw it on the boat and get on the love boat. The love boat. Be the captain and the CEO of your business by minding your business and allowing the wind to be under your wings, the wind to be blowing your sails towards more love. I'll see you again soon. Travel light.